So over the last couple of days, I've been refinishing some doors in my PaintLine mobile booth. You're gonna see me spraying. I've got quite a few doors I'm gonna be spraying, and they are flat panel doors, so all the imperfections show on them. The doors are pretty banged up. I'm trying to make them look the best I can. Customer doesn't want to buy new doors. They like the smooth look, and so I'm just using Bondo glazing putty to do a lot of the patching. So I'm starting off by initially sanding on Bondo glazing putty. Then I'm using my EcoSand 3x4 sander. I'm sanding with a 320 Film Tech or 320 EcoStorm to do the sanding to get the Bondo flat, sanded flat. I'm also using the EcoSilk half-inch sponges to sand also. So I'm doing the Bondo, sanding it, Bondoing again, sanding it, and then there are spots I gotta do. I gotta prime, so I'm priming with Ben's their primer right here, because this door right here, I had some little spots bleed through the paint, and in order to stop the bleeding, Ben works. So I'll do spot priming. If anything bleeds through, my top coat, and then I'll reshoot it again. Also doing some patching or fixing of the holes on the doors. A lot of the holes on the doors were stripped. The screws are loose. I'm using toothpicks and CA glue with some accelerator to dry it instantly. So I'm just gonna show you this process. You'll get a glimpse of us, going through this and doing, the system. In order to, protect the bottom, the PSDR ID, it comes with cardboard shields. I like to keep, it comes with the plastic liners that go over the stem right here that holds the door in place. Just keeps overspray off of it, protects your tool. You can also spray like WD-40 or suntan lotion on the stand if you're concerned about overspray getting on it. I'm not, so I don't really worry about it. You can clean it with crocodile cloths, when you're all done at the end of the day, to get any overspray off if you want. But here we go. Let's use our PSDR ID with our mobile PaintLine XL booth. So now prior to spraying my top coat on, one thing we've run into in the past is anywhere where we've put Bondo spot putty and glazing, will sometimes get outgassing of it, rub bubbles coming up. And we've noticed that if you prime it with Ben prior to spraying it with your top coat, it will stop that outgassing. So I'm just going to hit these spots with my primer first, and it also helps coverage because the first coat does not typically cover very well over Bondo. So I'm going to spot prime these spots, and then we'll come back, let it dry, we'll come back and sand it. Make sure when you spray with these cans, it comes out pretty heavy and runs pretty easy. So short little burst to get it on there. So that will stop the outgassing. Just a handy little tip with Zinsser bin primer. So I'm just sanding everywhere where I've spot primed, just using an Ecosilk sponge right here, a fine 1/2 inch sponge to do the sanding. I'm gonna wipe it down and then we'll begin spraying the doors. I did notice one thing right here, a little maybe thumbtacks or something. I'm just gonna fill that with Bondo spot putty and glazing. So I'm just gonna dab it inside the hole there and just wipe it off. That way I don't have to wait a long time for it to dry. So now prior to doing any spraying, after sanding, I just wipe them down. I want to wipe them down good with a clean cloth. And we'll begin spraying. So just a handy little tip too in between doors. If I stop spraying, I'm going to turn my tip to the side so orifice isn't exposed so the tip won't dry out. One challenge I've run into is the handle's not fitting in the smaller plunger holes of some of these old style doors. So just making do using a socket wrench. All right, so I'm all done spraying my doors. So I want to just give you, an idea of how this thing, breaks down, and how it breaks down is actually how it sets up. This setup right here, the PSDRID, just all breaks down, goes right into this handy carry bag right here. So it's easy to, take it to and from a job site. All the stands, screws, and the devices that you'll screw onto the side of the door, then attach it here. They're all housed in another bag. I'll show you that bag. Really simple and easy to do. It sets up super fast. I think I set it up in like 5 minutes. And once again, it sets up or tears down super quick. Also, so it has a mold right here, and it just sets right inside this mold. The pieces set right inside here, locked into place with the elastic. So this right here are clips that just keep our cover tight. This just comes off and it just gets disposed of. Just be throwing it away. I'll set these aside. I'll show you the bag that goes into. This is just going to come right off. So this is one piece right here. This is just going to slide off. This goes in our other bag itself right there. This slides in right there. These are also disposable. You could reuse them. I have a box of them. You buy them by the box. And once again, it's just a cardboard. Protects that from getting any overspray on it. Bag with all the accessories. So it comes in 2 bags. So all the accessories are right here. Stands are right there. This goes right here. This actually goes not in the bag. Just goes right there. The spikes right here. The spikes just slide out. They're housed in the bag. In the mold right here. Hopefully, here's the Allen wrench. There. You just loosen these slightly up. And it'll slide right off. So that slides off. This is housed in the bag right there. If it doesn't go all the way down, just screw in your screws slightly. So I'll put that in. That sets right there. My stand, one of the things you can just wipe your stand off with a crocodile cloth, clean it all off, clean the overspray off if you want. You can actually coat it with like WD-40 or coat it with like suntan lotion or anything so it makes it easier to wipe off. This just sets inside the bag. Just like that. So just make the bar sets in there. All that's loaded up inside the bag, inside its mold. I keep all my parts separate. Allen wrench is going to go back in there. Screws, 2 different size screws go in the bag there. I keep my clips. I keep my liners right here, so I'll show you. I got extra liners that go on the support bar. My clips right here, just keep them inside, with my stands. This is going to zip up. This bag is ready to go. This bag's ready to go too. Got both bags, whole setup, just like that. You can carry it out of here, carry it to the job site, or set it up in my booth again when I need to use it again.